Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Tuesday, July 20th, 2021. So what's going on? Okay, let's talk about that. Right now, stock futures are higher, pointing towards gains at the open. Lovely. Where else do we have to look? If you follow this blog, you know exactly what I'm going to tell you. 10-year yield, dollar, crude oil. Despite the fact that stock futures are higher right now, trading doesn't start for about 40 minutes, the setup here is not great for the stock market. The fear trade remains. What am I talking about? The 10-year yield yet again is lower. That means cash is making its way into the perceived safety of debt. That is a fear trade. The dollar right now is slightly stronger as well. Fear trade. People, I don't know another way to put this to you. When you see these kinds of moves, and it was pretty profound yesterday, and right now, I wouldn't say it's profound, but it's still occurring. My lions out here know what I'm going to tell you. This is a buying opportunity. Period. Period. The end. And right now, again, turn on Bloomberg, Fox Business, any of the mainstream channels, and they're going to be shoving, fist feeding, all the, I can't say it. I can't even say it. You know what I'm talking about here? This thing that's going around. It's resurging. It's coming back. Possible economic shutdowns. Blah, blah, blah. Market doesn't like it. And then, of course, we have the prospect of surging inflation like we've never seen in this country before. But again, remember, it's temporary. It's transitory. Duh. No, it's not. We all know that, and I told you that since day one when they started with the fake narrative. Okay. So right now you got this fear trade. It's still here. And all you got to look at is what the 10-year yield is doing. When the 10-year yield drops, the dollar goes up. Fear trade. Fear. When you see that, it's a buying opportunity, people. Ask any real trader, they're going to tell you the same thing. Crude oil right now is, I would say, flat to slightly under pressure. Again, you know how this works. The unholy trinity. You must have a weaker dollar, crude moving higher, and a stable 10-year yield for this market to put on any kind of real gains here. And look, when you have, let me put this into perspective for you real quick. You have a Friday market sell-off followed up by a Monday market sell-off. That's what we just had. It's not a great setup. Generally, the market will remain under some pressure. But again, look, this environment, it's not real. There's no price discovery in this market. Everything is, distorted and twisted and pulled every which way because we have a central bank buying it all. And yes, they do have a trading desk. The New York Fed has a trading desk. What do you think they do at it? They trade. Duh. So anyway, look, just sit tight here. Understand what you're seeing. Pay attention to the propaganda, the fake news, the misdirections, the fear. Look, I think you all have a really good perspective on what's going on. Let's move on to other assets. Right now, gold and silver, despite a stronger dollar, catching a bid. Cryptocurrencies, under some pressure right now. I told you, and I'm going to say this. Cryptos are going to remain under pressure for a while. To me, people, I'm going to say this again too. It's a buying opportunity. Look, I'm not pushing cryptos on anyone. I'm just telling you how I don't sell cryptos. I don't sell gold and silver. I don't sell anything. I'm just out here explaining to you where I see value moving forward. It's up to you to make the ultimate decision. Like with my stock picks, they're all free and they're posted right to my website, traderschoice.net. I put them out there. I suggest how to play them. If you're a subscriber to my free newsletter, link in the description of this video, I put up 3 suggestions on how you can play my stock picks from the most risky to the least risky. Now, if you're risk averse, there's a trade there for you. If you're like, not risk averse, there's a trade there for you too. But you got to know what you're doing in this market, in anything. Look, nobody should be throwing cash at anything without understanding the dynamics behind the market, what they're trading, this fake environment. It's so twisted. I mean, look, what are we doing here? I've explained to all of you for years, we are trading the fakery. We're trading a market that is in la land. At one point, this is all going to correct to a fair value, but at a point of their choosing, okay? This market has no bearing on reality, completely disconnected from the economy, which is cratering, okay? And this mechanism is going to remain as long as the Federal Reserve's balance sheet continues to inflate. The larger the Fed balance sheet grows, and we're at 8.2 trillion over that right now, and you can see this for yourself. Just go to the Federal Reserve's own website. The higher that goes, the higher the stock market's going to go. Despite this sell-off on Friday, sell-off yesterday, let's see what they pull off today. But again, you got to keep your eye on that 10-year yield. It must remain stable. It can't be cratering like it is right now. It has to stay in a tight range. A weaker dollar and crude oil being the lifeblood of the military-industrial complex. If you follow these three things, the unholy trinity, you will know what the market is going to do with a high degree of accuracy. This is why I have this all posted on my website, traderschoice.net. There is a link in the description of the video, and it's all free for you. Anyway, that's where we stand right now, people. Let's summarize real quick. We got a stock market with futures that are higher, but not a great setup for the market. Looking at crude, looking at the dollar, looking at the 10-year yield. The fear trade remains, but to me, this is opportunity. Okay, they have thrown everything at this market, and it doesn't stop. It keeps climbing. You understand? But in order for that to continue, crude needs to catch a bid. Look, crude oil, I can't stress to you the importance it is to this market, being that it fuels, literally, the energy sector and the financial sector. People, the investment banks are leveraged beyond their eyeballs in crude oil, and they all have a target price of $100 a barrel. We're going to get there. It's just a matter of, it doesn't go in a straight line. We had crude higher. I told you it was going to 70 and beyond. It did, okay? Pulled back right now. We're going to establish a new floor. Then you're going to see a false flag, some other crap out of OPEC, and it's going up, especially as the dollar is under attack despite the fear trade knee-jerk higher right now. You all know that. If you're a member of the middle class, you are under attack. It's a terrible situation to be in. All right, but look, this is opportunity, people. You know where it is. You know what you should be doing, betting against the hyperdebt bubble, becoming your own central bank. Like I tell you, I'll never change on that. Look for opportunities around you because they're everywhere. Every day, a new opportunity presents itself. The only question is, what are you going to do about it? All right, look, I'm out of here. Love you a lot. Please share the video, and I will see you at the end of the day.